This video is real late, but I thought I'd bang it out anyway. ROH Showdown in the Sun weekend. I'm not going to talk about every match or both days in particular. I'm just going to give a quick overview of how I think it'll go. Quite looking forward to it, actually. I think it's got a lot of promise. The main event of day one, I'm not looking forward to very much at all. The triple threat match, Davey Richards defending against Eddie Edwards and Roderick Strong. I mean, I think I've said a few times in various videos that how many times have we got to see these guys wrestle in various different combinations. Obviously the stipulations change from time to time and we have different combinations of matches, but I'm just fed up of seeing it, to be honest. People talk about WWE needing fresh faces in the main event, but fuck me, ROH are desperate for fresh faces in that main event scene. Again, I've been through it in other videos, but we need Steen, Generico, Jay Lethal, Elgin, Tommaso Ciampa. We need these people in the main event just to freshen it up a bit, but it'll probably be a half-decent match. Well, it'll be a good match, I'm sure it will. I fully expect Davey Richards to defend his belt and retain, which will mean the second day of Showdown in the Sun, he'll be defending the belt against Michael Elgin, thanks to the Blind Destiny challenge that they've been having on ROH TV, which I'm really looking forward to. That should be a cracking match. Davey Richards against Michael Elgin should be really good. Looks like Lance Storm's coming back for an appearance against Mike Bennett, which I've said before, I hate Mike Bennett. He's totally the opposite of what ROH need. He's just a generic, like, mid-card WWE type wrestler, in my opinion. So not really looking forward to that. I'm sure Lance Storm's still in good shape. I was always a pretty big fan of Lance Storm. He obviously got a Raw deal in WWE, but we'll see how that goes. Looks like Jay Lethal's defending against Kyle O'Reilly. This is all on the first day, by the way. That should be a decent match, actually. I'm not Kyle O'Reilly's biggest fan. I think this MMA hybrid sort of style, I'm not really a big fan of. I think you can't, in my opinion, you can't cross blend the two. You're either a pro wrestler or you're MMA fighter, and I don't think Kyle O'Reilly's an MMA fighter just because he does a load of kicks and shit like that. Stop trying to be MMA. Just concentrate on being a pro wrestler, you little weasel. But Jay Lethal, I've always been a fan of Jay Lethal's work. I think very, very rough deal in TNA. He should have been main eventing in TNA, definitely. What we got? Young Bucks and the All Night Express should be good. Looking forward to that match. Looks like the Briscoes are defending in a proving ground match by the looks of it against TMDK, Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste, whoever the fuck they are. I'm just going off ROH's website here. I have no idea who they are. World's Greatest Tag Team against Caprice Coleman and Cedric Alexander. That should be pretty good. Coleman and Alexander actually beat them on ROH TV last week, so hopefully we'll see Elgin at some point. Looks like Tommaso Ciampa isn't booked in a match, so make Elgin v Ciampa, why not? Looks like they're finally going to turn Elgin face, or at least it looks like that anyway. I've been saying this for a month or two now. That's what they need to do, break up the House of Truth. They've got a ready-made feud between Elgin and Strong all set up, ready to go. So they've been teasing the breakup the last few weeks on TV. So I'm hoping this is a massive moment, in my opinion, for ROH going forward. They need to get this. Hopefully it'll be Elgin that turns face. Roderick Strong will stay with Truth Martini, and the two will go on to feud. I'm expecting that to happen, and as I say, this is a massive moment for Elgin and for ROH, because if they get this right, then it could really make Michael Elgin the main event star that I think he can be. if he can have a long feud with Roderick Strong that can really elevate him to the next level. So yeah, ROH need to take the time with this. Probably they may even advance it on this first day of Showdown in the Sun, may even advance that storyline, I don't know, but they need to make sure they get this right, because if they do this right and turn Elgin face, there's no stopping him, in my opinion. He's over with the New York crowd, which is very important for ROH, as everybody knows. Most of their main shows are in New York, so he's over with that fan base. He's over with the smart fans, if you like. So if they get this right, this could be a big moment, definitely going forward. So second day looks like obviously the Blind Destiny matches. So it'll be Davey Richards when he retains against Michael Elgin. That should be a cracking match. Kevin Steen against Eddie Edwards, and Jay Lethal versus Roderick Strong. All three of those should be good matches. I mean, in my opinion, day 2 looks the better show. Briscoe's defending against wrestling's greatest tag team. That should be a cracking match. They really advanced that storyline quite well on TV. I hated the final battle match. I know everyone did. Just an absolute farcical match, really, at Final Battle 2011. But I like how they've progressed the storyline on TV over the last few weeks. So I think this will be the end of the feud. And I'm expecting an absolute blinding match, to be honest with you. This has got to deliver big after Final Battle. They owe the fans a really good match, so I'm expecting that. Night 2, looks like Young Bucks and the All Night Express are having another match, so probably more of the same from Night 1, I would imagine. I would expect the All Night Express to go over as they try and build them back up, get Rhett Titus back into better shape, and hopefully they'll get back to where they were sort of 4, 5, 6 months ago. So, and obviously Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, former partners in Future Shock, who have got a sort of mid-card feud, if you don't want to call it that, going, that's been developing on TV over the last couple of weeks. Both of these guys are terrible on the mic, so it's going to take a lot to get me invested in this feud. I'm sure of that, because neither of these guys can talk. Kyle O'Reilly makes me fucking cringe when he's on the mic, but we'll see how it goes. It should be a decent match, pretty high energy, intense, hard hitting type of match, I would imagine. So, but the match of the weekend I'm looking forward to is Davey Richards and Elgin. That should be an absolute gem of a match. Like I say, I expect Davey Richards to retain the title both nights and to come out of this weekend still ROH champion, and obviously go on to feud with Kevin Steen at some point. So yeah, I would say if you're going to watch one of the shows, probably night 2 looks the better show in my opinion. Davey Richards v Elgin, Eddie Edwards versus Kevin Steen. Those two have had a few matches that have always been worth a watch. So yeah, should be some good stuff, and I'll probably be back with a review of day 1 tomorrow night. So tune in, boy. See you later.